Rohit Sharma, the man dismissed for 79. Yes, and Virat Kohli has been quite sensational in one-day cricket. Excellent average and a very good strike rate.
Brilliant captaincy.
It's brilliant when it works out, doesn't it? Just 2 runs and a wicket of the over. 179 for 1.
Gee, it's going to be an exciting finish here, these last 18 overs.
Catches the call, but he's gone over the top, using the bottom hand to good effect. Virat Kohli is on a roll.
Well, he's just come in and started to take the place of Rohit Sharma, hitting boundaries at will. The way he plants that front foot, keeps his head still, throws his hands through the ball.
This is big. This is massive. Brings up the 200 for India. Well, what's this man doing in the dressing room? Was he in the net?
Pick the bones out of that one. That's gone big. That's a crowd catch for sure. Just immense power there. Completely disrespecting Xavier Doherty there. Straight away, as I said, he's back into the 4 and 6 mode right from the outset. Puts so much pressure on the Australian captain here. So much pressure on the fielding side. What's going to give, Shiv? They need to go at this rate. Australia went at exactly the same rate here. Had some terrific overs at this stage of the game.
Beauty. He can not only hit them big, but deft touches as well. Well, he's becoming a master at this, especially in the run chase. Virat Kohli.
Got to be a circuit breaker here, Xavier Doherty. Can't get wrapped into bowling too many different varieties. He's been good thus far. Keeping it simple. Talking about this before, not trying too much variety. Just let someone like Kohli play the big shots.
It's more the length you want to bowl as a spinner. Young legs, he'll pick up 2. The biggest over of the match in terms of runs conceded. 16 runs of the over. Look at his eyes, heroes. Look at his eyes.
Yep, they're big and brown. And they're all over that white cherry. Like his life depended on it. Wow, that's just a magnificent stroke.
Will take the single Virat Kohli and also keep strike again. 17 runs of the over, 209 for 1.
Yes, if Australia can stop the bleed here in this power play, put a lot of pressure on India now at the back end of the game. Best result here. With just a number of tight overs, just reducing to 1s and the 2s. Try and stop as many of those 4s and 6s as they can through this stage. It's a difficult task though, Shiv. We've seen that. There's been lots of discussion about the power plays and the rules and the bats and the balls and all that. It's a really difficult stage of the game to protect.
Yeah, it is. Got to be aware of what's going on out there. And Shikhar Dhawan has twisted his ankle or something. Running the second. Walked away nicely. It's a good field set. Johnson in the deep will be just a single. The red worm that belongs to India, just the 1 red dot, the loss of 1 wicket. Down the track, Virat Kohli. Just get the single. Brings up the 50 partnership of just 34 balls.
Well, you can't split the difference between where those silkworms have been feeding. They've been straight on the same mulberry bush. No difference at all in those worms for both India and Australia.
Then you can just simmer down just a little bit. Oh, what a shot. He's batting magnificently. Now he's got to keep his cool because there's some needle out there looking to get under the skin of Virat Kohli. And at a time when he's batting like a champion.
Yes, the batting power play is on, so not much protection for the bowler, and therefore not much room for error, not much margin for error. Just a little short, just a little wide, and he's picked the spot to perfection.
So India batting deep today. You see Ash, but Amit Mishra on the side. There's Bhuvaneshwar Kumar as well. Oh, he's got that fine into the boundary. Fine legs up in the circle. And yet another half century for Virat Kohli. His 5th half century in a row. So just carrying on that rich vein of form. And it's come off just 31 balls. He's playing another blinder.
On the pads, and that's criminal when you have the fielder in the circle. All that the batsman has to do is get a bit of bat on the ball, and that's exactly what he's done to get to a half century. It's 5th consecutive half century.
Drives on the offside, chipping down the track. Will get to. Really is taking the attack to the opposition. This is the last over of power play. He's come out there and just made a statement. And he's that kind of player who, someone who wants to dominate at all times. His half century in Jaipur took 27 balls. That's when he went on to make the fastest 100 by an Indian player in 52 balls. Crashed through the offside once again. Slower delivery. He took his time, and once again the placement spot on. The 250 comes up for India.
Yes, what a lovely shot this. Back of the hand stuff from Faulkner, but a little bit of width offered. And Kohli quick to seize on that. And now the required runs coming down to 2 figures. 98 needed from 75 for India.
So Australia getting 99 in the final 10, and India need at this stage 84 to win. 10 overs to go. That's driven uppish, over cover. Virat Kohli has just carried on in a very aggressive manner from the outset. Now the last game will be played in Bengaluru, and if India were to win today, they could be in for a real crackerjack of a contest, a real humdinger in Bengaluru. 7th one-day international. Pulled and into the boundary. Picked up the length quickly. Mid-on was up.
He does play the pull shot well. Bowled at about 138 kilometers per hour. But didn't come up as high as Mitchell Johnson wanted. It's more like a tennis shot, a forehand over there. Double-handed forehand. Very well executed all along the ground.
More runs on the onside. Another boundary. Really getting into good positions, Virat Kohli, to play the shot. The first one went between mid-on and mid-wicket, and this one a lot squarer.
Well, Johnson, when he's bowling around the wicket, doesn't have the extra speed for some reason. And you got to say that it wasn't exactly the greatest of efforts from Clint McKay. But over the wicket, he certainly has a little more speed. Around the wicket, he drops up almost 10 to 15 kilometers per hour and doesn't quite get the ball up to the shoulders.
Once again, a scintillating innings so far from Virat Kohli. 72 from just 44. It's past the keeper. It's all going India's way. 3 on the trot. .76 now, Kohli, of just 45.
Well, I think he was quick to realize that the previous 2 short balls being hammered for boundary, this one would be pitched up. So he was ready for it, just threw his bat at it. The previous over was a quiet over from Mitchell Johnson, but not this one.
That's a good stop. That's what Australia needed at this stage, just some sort of desperation, try and get some inspiration from somewhere where they pick up a couple of wickets. To tell you more, Harsha Bogle and Matthew Hayden.
Do bear in mind that this astonishing run chase has been achieved against a top fielding side. Twice in the last 3 balls, we've seen excellent fielding. Due, ball reversing a little bit, just a little softer. What's in the batsman's favour? Big bats and just 4 fielders outside the circle. 44 now from 25. Now he's got hold of that. And that's gone long enough for 4. So it started well. Virat Kohli goes up to 95. And by attacking the first ball, he's put the pressure straight back on Faulkner.
That's simply magnificent batting. And also a really good decision to actually strike away on the first few balls of the over. As you've just mentioned there, it's just put so much pressure on a bowler if you can get your first 1 or 2 balls away for a boundary. James Faulkner will be now thinking, gee, I've got to peg it back here.
Wonder if there's memories of the Dhoni over coming in, because he's got ball in hand, not bat. Good ball. He's making room. He followed him.
Well, what a comeback delivery. A little straighter. I don't think you can afford to give Virat Kohli any width at all. He's in such great nick. I'd rather see him pulling than launching it over extra cover.
Meanwhile, he's on 95 from 59 balls. Oh, that is a stunner. I don't think Faulkner's done too much wrong here, because he's followed Kohli again. He's just at the very last minute, he's changed his shot. And he's decided, I'm going through onside.
Well, I'll tell you what he's decided. He's decided to get his right foot and put it flat to the floor here, all over the accelerator.
I mean, his cover drive's great, but his onside play is magnificent too. 27 from 15. Nicked it fine for 4. 61 ball century for Virat Kohli. Gee, is there a better young man chasing totals in international cricket at the moment? The 3rd fastest century by an Indian. He holds the record himself. He's brought it down to 23 from 14. Oh, what a player.
3rd fastest and 1700 for such a young man to have such composure at this stage of the innings, and in fact all the way through the innings. He enjoys it, he deserves it. That's a great celebration, but he also knows that he can't throw it away here. Australia's still in the game.
And a little scene changing of the guard. He's now using the bat that Tendulkar used for so much of his career. 104 from 62 balls, 1700, 1100 batting second. He's got it as strike rate of 167, but his 11th century chasing. 10 out of those, India won. If India win this, he'll have won every one of them.
Kohli here.
Well, Kohli's gone onside. It's in the gap. It's in the gap for 4. Well, well, well. At the moment, I don't think Kohli's noticing the fielders.
Well, he's absolutely unstoppable. Has been for all 63 deliveries. He had a little quiet patch when MS Dhoni came to the wicket and he got no strike. But since then, he's completely dominated the match.
That was a bottom-handed flick, wasn't it? No, we keep saying it all the time, but this young man can bat. 16 from 11. Oh, that's a good ball. They'll still sneak the leg by in. Just took the pace off a little bit on that.
That's a fine delivery. Under pressure, come up with a really good change of pace there. Just shows you the kind of day that Shane Watson's also having here today. Really smart bowling.
Virat Kohli's batting average. Dhoni Chachu. He's 31, isn't he? 31, 32, but I guess this little girl there. Right, 12 from 8. Can India sneak a boundary in here? And he's got the boundary. He's got a boundary. He just knows instinctively where to play. This is a very, very special innings from Virat Kohli. 50 of the partnerships come up in 36 balls. And India motoring home here. Shane Watson in the break said it's 350 good enough. He said we thought 362 was good enough in Jaipur.
Well, he's just unstoppable. As I said before, there's no words can describe that. Very tight on the front foot crease line as well.
Is there another player in world cricket who chases down totals like this man does? It's almost like a Hall of Fame, and look what it's done to the field. Look at that. You've got, for a medium pace bowler, fast medium bowler, you've got deep mid-wicket, a very deep straight mid-wicket and a long on. You're only allowed 4 outside, so the 4th is at long off. No, they've changed their mind. He just went and felt the boundary rope and came back. So really, 2 changes and nothing's changed. 12 from this over so far, 8 needed. Keeps going, keeps going. Are they going to challenge the throw? Yes, they are. He's a young man, he's running quickly. 14 of the over. Is this the over for India? 6 needed now from 6. It's 3:45 for 4. Yes, they do. India seal another memorable run chase. Virat Kohli pulls it off once again. There's a better chaser in international cricket. I haven't seen him yet. 115 not out from 66 balls. I think we're seeing a modern master, certainly in this form of the game. Wonderful chase by India once again. It's been that kind of series. Now they go to Bangalore. All level, 2-2. Australia would have thought they had enough with 350. 9 times out of 10 you say they'll win it. They're discovering the 10th too often.